Hello everyone, and it's about that time. Let me just show you real quick. Let me turn this on. I am at, can you see it? Close to, oh, there we go, right there. Hopefully you can see it. At 10 hours battery use, not battery use, 10 hours use of the mower, so it's time for the first change. So I wanted to talk real quick about the oil change on my 2024 Bad Boy Renegade. This mower was actually built in November of 2023. I bought it new in November of 2025 with only about 0.6 hours on it. Since it had been sitting for 2 years, I had the dealer go ahead and change the oil before I really started to use it. Now, even though that oil was changed early, I'm still planning to do another oil change, which is what I'm doing today. I know Bad Boy suggests doing it at 8 hours. I'm doing it at close to 10, which I guess is still in that safety range. All right, so when these engines are new, they go through what's called a break-in period. Basically, internal parts like the piston rings and valves are still seating. And during that time, the engine creates very fine metal particles. That's completely normal, but if you don't want that stuff circulating in the oil any longer than necessary, you need to change the oil, and that's why they suggest changing it, after 8 hours. So the oil that was in there, right now is the actual break-in oil. They removed the break-in oil, but this is acting as the break-in oil, collecting all the loose internal contaminants. That's why it's important to still dump it at 8 or 10 hours, at the 8 or 10 hour mark. Bad Boy didn't mention, because I did reach out to him, that the factory oil can have special additives to help break down assembly lubes. But since this oil was already changed at 0.6 hours, that part doesn't really apply anymore. At the end of the day, this next oil change isn't about how old the oil is. It's about getting those break-in materials out of the engine. So the plan is simple. Run it up to about 8 or 10 hours, which is I've done already. Then do a full oil filter change. And then after that, just follow the normal schedule, once per season or every 100 hours. It's possible. It's probably not the end of the world if I skip it, but for more like this, I'd rather do it right and protect the engine for long term. That's just my approach. Curious what you guys are doing in your first oil changes, so drop a comment. I know I read a lot about people asking questions on the forums about when are they doing their first oil change and what's the hours and this and that. So it's all in the manual. Mine was a little different because, like I said, mine was changed before. I want to give a shout out to Backwoods Outdoor Center in Walnutport, PA. They changed it with no issues, didn't charge me. So let's get to it. So for the oil change, I am using AMSOIL small engine oil. I am not sponsored, but after doing some research, this is what I decided to use. I am using a genuine Kohler filter. I didn't go to the AMSOIL filter. To drain the oil, you're going to need a 11/16 and a 5/8 inch. So what I'm going to do first is I am going to open this cap up to allow the oil to release itself. I did start the mower. You can hear it ticking to get the oil a little warm, hopefully not too hot. I'm going to put some gloves on. So I'm going to start with taking this off, and then after all the oil is drained, I'm going to take this off. This is different for me. The oil filter on the top, hopefully it's not messy. Hopefully when I drain the oil and I open up these two and it allows the air to kind of allow it to gravitate towards the bottom, I'll let it sit for maybe 10-15 minutes. It's not too messy when I take this off, but we'll see. This is my first time, so let me get the camera set up, and we'll get started. So I have taken the oil cap off. I've taken the dipstick out right here. So I'm gonna set the camera, go to the bottom, use these tools right here to open up the handy little tube, funnel, or whatever you want to call it, that they leave you to make it easier. So break that, open it, let the oil drain, and then I'll be back. So let me set that up. I'll set the camera up and then show you how to do that, and then we'll drain oil. So this is a drain plug right here. I hope you can see it. Where is it at here? This on. Make sure it's connected right. Put this on. Gotta be careful. It's a little warm. Hopefully my arm's not in the way, but okay, so it just broke. All right, so I got it to break. And there goes the oil. So I'm not going to bore you with this. I'm going to stop the camera and let this all drain out, and then we'll move forward with the next steps. Okay, back. It's down to like a slow drip. So I'm going to screw the cap back on. Wipe it some and tighten it. Alrighty. All right. Now, I've read and watched that they push it back up. When I bought this, it was already pushed down, so I'm gonna see if I can push it back up. Yeah, I can. So that's good. That's good. So let's push back up, and we're done down here. Okay, the moment of truth. We're gonna see how messy this is. I stuffed an old rag under here. I tried to loosen it by hand, but I couldn't, so I've had this for years, so actually that's tightening it. Or is this, oh no, I'm tightening it now. Let's go the other way. Here we go. I'm trying to do this with one hand. All right. Alrighty, let's see what happens. We get a lot of spillage. Wow. I am shocked. Okay. So that's what that looks like. So let me go put this down, get the new one. Now, while I'm here, there's two different things. Bad Boy says 2.5 quarts. Kohler says between 2 to 2.7. So this is a thing I bought from Amazon because I sometimes change the oil on my car. So I put 2 quarts in here, which I'm going to put in there. They also say to fill this up with oil. I don't know how that's going to work. Not with this. So I'm not going to fill it up with oil. We didn't make a mess, and I don't want to make a mess. So it's just, you know, that whole thing about gravity. So I'm going to grab this new one right here. Take some of this oil, wipe it around the gasket. Get around there good, wipe my hands off, and put it back on. And I'm gonna make it snug. I'm not gonna go too crazy. Might go a turn or two with this, but all right. I think that's good. All right. So now we're gonna fill it up with some oil. Let me see if I can place the camera somewhere. Okay, so now I'm gonna fill this up with the oil. I like this because I don't have to use a strainer or filter or filler. So I just, you know, just pour it in there, no drips. Again, this is just 2 quarts. I may start it with the 2 quarts, let it fill up the filter, and then see if any more oil is needed. So that's 2 quarts. Take this out. Put the caps back on. Put this back on, make sure it's clean. And put the cap back on. So I'm going to start it up, let it run for a minute or two, and then shut it off, and then wait about 5 minutes, and then check the oil. Let the oil settle back down to the bottom, and see if I need to add more. I'll be right back. Okay, let's check the oil. I'm going to clean it off first, and then take a look at it. So I don't know if you can see this on camera with the little glowing there, but it's about half full, almost. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more oil and then check it again. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to put a 0.25. So Bad Boy is pretty good with their estimate. I put a 0.25 quarts in there, and now it's showing full. So I guess the next thing is I could check the air filter while I'm here. I did do three. It's a little dusty in there, so let me put that in there. Put that in the garbage. I'll use my blower on this. I'm gonna shop air. And this is a little dusty too. So, oh wow. So I'll clean this up and reassemble it. This one looks pretty good. Put this back together and I think we're done. So I did my oil change at 10 hours, post the 8. I'm using the AMS oil, which is the same, it's a 10W30, which is what they recommend, so should be good. So if you learned anything or if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and you know, there's more videos to come, but as of for right now, the first oil change is done. Next up is the hydro, you know, 50 hours. I don't know if that's going to happen this season or next season. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you very much, and talk to you soon. Bye. One thing I forgot to do, someone had mentioned it when I was going over the exhaust tips, is to do like a startup. So hear what it sounds like. So put the key in.